Hey YouTube, coming at you with my first Love Cup team, Galarian, Slowbro, Lickilicky, and SCRAFTY. So basically I started with the top 3 Pokemon. I had Slowbro, Lickilicky, and Miltank. And what happened was I just saw a bunch of like double counter teams or double normal teams where I was just doing mirror matches. So when I saw the double counter teams, and SCRAFTY was one of them, and I also had saw a lot of other Miltanks and Lickilickys, I was like, maybe going balanced team with SCRAFTY in the back makes more sense. So Slowbro lead, Lickilicky safe swap, SCRAFTY in the back to cover your fighters there. Not fighters there, cover your normal typing there. And Slowbro as the poison will deal with the fighters. Is it poison psychic? I'm already second guessing. Let me just confirm that. Slowbro is, yeah, poison psychic. So very much resist the fighting type moves. Okay, let's take a look at it. I did decent with this team. Not like amazing, but pretty decent. So right at the bat, this meta is small. Like I've got a second team that I'll maybe showcase. I mean, if no one other submitted, I'll showcase. But if someone else submitted, I'll probably showcase theirs. But the meta is small already. Like I banked a set and I did 6 sets, and it's the same like 20 Pokemon over and over. And there's 2 weeks of this, so get ready. Licky, I'm running Shadow Ball instead of Earthquake. Earthquake is the recommended moveset. Earthquake gives you better coverage for the other normal typings. So Licky, Miltank, and it gives you Shadow Ball is also super effective against Slowbro, but it gives you other poisons. We'll have a super effective move there. But Shadow Ball hits super effective against like Medi, which I saw a couple Metachamps in here too. And I also saw a lot of Miltank. So here is SCRAFTY. The good news about SCRAFTY is that it is actually kind of sneaky bulky. So Ice Beam, still over 50% health left, right? So it's a pretty nice Pokemon from that perspective. You've got some bulk to you. You don't really need to worry about taking charge moves. We'll shield up 1 though here because it can essentially just dominate. So I think this was probably one of the first times I used Thunder Punch SCRAFTY in the Great League. It plays really different than it used to because these moves are actually quite slow to get to. 14 to a Thunder Punch and 16 to a Foul Play is actually quite slow when you're so used to those like 8 in Drapion and 10 in Hydro Cannon and for Alligator. So that was the one thing that if you're going to use SCRAFTY, that's the one thing that kind of caught me off guard is like, oh, this thing's actually quite slow to get to the Thunder Punch and Foul Plays here, which I guess is part of the counter nerf. I'm pretty sure counter's energy got nerfed. Or is it, I forget if it was damage or energy. But yeah, so just keep that in mind if you're going to use that. And now that we're done this battle and I've talked about the Pokemon, let's actually talk about the battles. Crustle is a rock Pokemon, so it resists the poison. So I'm going to go straight into Licky. The rolls are super effective on the bug. They're staying in. I make a mistake and throw the Body Slam without even faking it. Body Slam is resisted on rock, so throwing a resisted move here, not the smartest. And they let it go. And then I was going to say a mirror match, but it is a Lickitung. And Lickitung has Lick, which is a ghost type move, which is resisted by the normal typing. So this is actually quite good. But I'm pretty sure he does power whip me. Yeah, I do live. And then I bank that energy and come in here. And again, SCRAFTY, Dark, resist the licks. So this is great. So I'm just going to farm all the way. They do get to move. I'm pretty sure it was a power whip and it does chip me. Again, you can live with ease. You got bulk, but the power whip does chip. But just getting ahead on energy. And out comes a Skeldurge. So having energy for these foul plays is great. But again, like I land 1 and then it's like, okay, I get to the next move. But if they shield, I now need like 14 to get to the next one here. So it just seems like it's going to take forever to get to. Luckily, they try for the very aggressive farm down. I don't even know how I got to that. I should have probably got taken out. The game was very inconsistent today. And I saw a lot of lag. Like I was against a few people. I know one subscriber for sure was against me, and they lagged out. I think on my first team when I did the double normal, and I'm pretty sure they had like double fighter in the back. I think that was the matchup. But yeah, I saw a couple lag outs today. I'm just like, what's going on here? And again, man, this match is over anyways, which is why I kept it in. But like another one that just seems to disappear. Okay, mirror matches are annoying because it's all about who wins CMP. So who's going to take out first? Why I tried to catch, you may be wondering why did you try and catch that? Because for some reason with a 4 attack, I lost like 90% of the CMPs that I went against the other slow bros for some reason. So I just tried to catch that one. They do come in Medi, so I do get the Shadow Ball off, right? That's the strength of having that. Unfortunately, if this has a Psycho Cut Dynamic Punch combo, which I'm pretty sure it does, this will just take me out. So at this point, I'm like, okay, let's just farm. I can come out with like 100 energy, come out with 2 Brutal Swings for the mirror match. But Psychic here does chip significantly. And I was like, can I farm down? I can. I have 100 energy, but they could have just come in with the back Pokemon. That's exactly what happens. Really smart play. Doing a ton of damage and then just absorbing this Brutal Swing energy on the Miltank. So I come in here hoping now to just like, I can just spam. But again, counters like double resisted Poison Psychic. I don't know why they went Brutal Swing there. A Surf would have chipped me, but the Poison Jabs are definitely chipping me. And counters are resisted. And if they shield the Foul Play here, like it just puts them at a pretty good advantage here. So now I need to start shielding. And it's just another Brutal Swing for some reason. Maybe they only have a one attack, one charge attack Pokemon. I can see I'm delayed in the speech because I turned my head like 4 seconds ago. And then the Miltank is just going to get 100 energy here. So I tried to make a call. I'm like, I'm super low. My only win con is if they bait a Body Slam and I live it. But they do just go straight Thunderbolt. So again, mirror match. So maybe I'll play one out, but I'm pretty sure I lose. I think I won like 1 CMP, but I lost the majority of them. That one was just like a weird delay that I didn't actually get the move off. Brutal Swing does like, in the mirror match, like 60%. 2 easily takes out. So as you can see here, like deep in the yellow here. And again, losing CMP. I don't know why I lost so many with a 4 attack. You would think because this thing had a community day to get Surf. Oops, in the Body Slam, I forgot to add his Legacy. And Scrafty Thunder Punch is not Legacy. What am I doing? Okay, in the mirror match here. Let's see how long. We're 8 minutes in. Let's see how many comments we have pointing out my mistakes here. You guys aren't as quick to point out those mistakes. You guys point out a lot of the other mistakes, but legacy moves, some people point them out once in a while, but for oftentimes those either go unnoticed or less commented on. So maybe you guys didn't comment on it, but I'm pretty sure it was, I was only 1 for 3 there, so not the greatest statistics. I know, although 1 for 3 is a Hall of Famer if you're a baseball player, so. Okay. Slowbro. Take it out, and it is a Miltank in the back. There was a lot of Miltanks and a lot of lickilickies. So again, when I already mentioned this in the top rankings, whenever you're in a limited meta with a lot of fighters, you get a lot of these Pokemon. I make a catch here. I tried to snipe, but it just ended up being a catch, which is okay because now just one shielded Scrafty will just dominate this. And they just dumped energy, so I don't think they can get to another move. Even if they could, I can live. So I live a Body Slam, and then rollout's resisted. Take it there. And Slowbro, right? So you've seen now, what match are we on? Like 5 maybe. Let me just bring up the pvpoke and I'll tell you exactly what I saw in six sets, and it's a lot of the same. Lickilicky everywhere, Miltank everywhere, Slowbro everywhere. I did not see 1 Electrode. I saw 2 Clefables. I saw 2 Alomomolas. I saw 1 Solrock. I saw 1 Dredgegon. I saw 2 or 3 Skeledirge. No Magmars. 1 Lickitung. 3 or 4 Talonflames, a couple Turtonators, few Ariados, a few Scrafties, like 5 or 6 Medis, 1 or 2 Crustals, 1 Bruxish, a few Wigglytuffs, and then like 1 of Melodic and Crustal. Did I already say Crustal? I already said Crustal. And that was it. I didn't see anything in the 40. Although I'm going to use... Oh, I used the wrong fast move. I like my fast move that I used. That's fine. Yeah, that's it. That's the meta. So that is the meta, which is what? What did I say? I basically stopped in the 20. So there's 20 Pokemon. There's 20 Pokemon that are being switched around the order and stuff like that. Maybe you're going to get like a weird one in the 30, 40, 50 ranking range. But for the most part, it's going to be like the top 20 Pokemon in this meta. And we got 2 weeks of this. So get ready. I honestly thought there was more Pokemon to this. I honestly thought there was more Pokemon, and I thought there were more usable Pokemon. And I think what happened here is, the normal typings are always going to get a bump. But I think getting the bump of less fighters with the addition of counter nerf, with the addition of rollout buff, just made this a very skewed meta to the normal typings. And Slowbro with the poison is a great answer here. And there's your Ariados. So I'm coming in with a rollout user. Yeah, it's very, very, very small, very easy to understand meta. Because I've already missed it, and I won this lead. Basically, Slowbro, you can stay with almost anything. There's no real like mud slap users or anything, so you don't really need to worry about ground. Your toughest thing would be like if there was a steel, which was like a couple, not even a confusion user because you're half psychic, so that's only neutral. Yeah, you can stay with almost most matchups, which makes Slowbro very tough. Just anything that where the poison jabs are resisted is the toughest. Lickilicky is obviously your safe swap. You don't need to swap into him in most matches. Like I said, you can just kind of play with the lead. Sometimes I try to use it as like a extra shield. Like if I'm going to lose CMP on Slowbro in the mirror match, I would come in to that matchup there and like catch on Lickilicky sort of thing. But otherwise, you can play out the lead matchup the majority of the time. And yeah, you are double. So the thing is, you are double weak to fighting in the back. So if you get something like a Medi in the back or something like that, it would be tough. So there's an argument that you should safe swap Lickilicky to try to draw out a fighter. And if you safe swap Lickilicky, not only would you draw out a fighter, if they see that you're poison on the front, you may draw out like a Wigglytuff or something against Lickilicky. So, you can... I don't think there's like a you must play it this way or the other way sort of thing. I think you can either stay in the lead and just hope they're not like running double fighter in the back, or you can try and draw out a fighter with Lickilicky. I think both work, honestly. So Make Her Go. Make Her Go's why am I getting out? Make Her Go is Rock. So Rock would resist the poison. Come with Lickilicky. There's your Medi. There's your Shuttle Ball. So now I'm just going to spam these Body Slams. Not enough to take out here because of the Body Slam nerf. So they live. I may take this to the one shield. I may shield up a Dynamic Punch and get one shield here. Yeah, so I go here because I'm like, if I flip switch, I can get a counter user on the Rock, which would be better than a poison, right? So that's why I snipe here. I remember that. I snipe because I'm like, okay, poison's not great in this matchup, but I do have Surf, and they are not only just Rock, they are Rock Fire, so they are double weak. And I think they kind of recognize that, knowing I have Surf, because it's a community day move, so a lot of people will have Surf. Surf being double super effective on Make Her Go kind of makes it a scary matchup, even though poison's resisted, so they are coming to absorb this energy on Lickilicky. Do land a Shadow Ball, but now they are double weak to fighting. And this is where... I'm honest... I'm honestly thinking you should run Power Punch. I know Thunder Punch is listed on pvpoke. And I know there is, like, there's Talonflames in here. There's Alomomola. Um, so there's definitely times when Thunder Punch was useful. But given the amount of things that are weak to fighting in this, with like Magcar Go, the Rock, and other Rock Pokemon, and all the normal typings, you may just want to have a counter Power Punch user who can just ramp up. Honestly, I think that is a fine play. I think Foul Play is almost a must. It's a nice move with Stab. So I think you kind of play Foul Play out. But again, a lot of these matchups, when again, that Thunder Punch chips, but it takes 14 to get to, and it just seems so slow. I'd rather just boost my counterattack quickly if I can, and have a bait move in case you need it later. I don't know. Yeah, so let me know as we have the final few battles here. Let me know what you're playing in this meta, whether your experience is the same as mine, whether you're just seeing the same Pokemon over and over and over again. I've got to imagine that is the case. But yeah, let me know. So Mirror Match, Licky. Oh, Hyper Beam. Yeah, I remember this one. Hyper Beam and then a Wiggly. Again, we've seen Wiggly repeat. So my next team, I should actually see if there's any other viewer submissions yet. Maybe I'll showcase a viewer if they have submitted. If not, I've got a second team because I had 6 sets. My second team, Galarian Slowbro is the same. I have it in the like a safe swap. But I have 3 Pokemon that resist. I don't think anyone's sent in yet. No, I don't think anyone's sent in yet. So send me your battles. Okay, so you will see my other team this afternoon because I got to film 2 tonight. I hate Tuesdays. My second team it wasn't purposely done this way, but it's a triple fairy counter. So there was enough Wigglytuffs, and I didn't do it on purpose, but I have 3 Pokemon that can answer Wiggly. So Slowbro's 1. I don't even think you'll guess the other 2. You won't guess 1 for sure, because it was really off brand for me to use this Pokemon, and it's not even in the top like 20 or 30 rankings. And I didn't even use the right fast move, even though I think I used the right fast move. Another licky. So here we go, Scrafty. What was my third? Oh, it was another poison user, but not a poison user. Right. So it has a poison fast move, but it's not a poison Pokemon. Should narrow it down very quickly because I went over the rankings, and this was one of the Pokemon that I covered in the top teams. So counter down. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's it right there. It is Seaking. Triple Legacy. I had it, so I used it. Yeah, so there's 2 out of 3, and you're probably gonna guess the third one. But yeah, it'll be I don't know who's gonna be in the title. Scrafty's gonna be in this title because Scrafty, again, I think Scrafty was a really sneaky strong pick in this meta, just given the amount of normal typings and the few rocks that I saw too. So I was very actually happy with how Scrafty played. Licky was so weird. It was one of those Pokemon where I was like, when I had it, I was just like, it's fine. It does some damage. It absorbs some. But whenever I went against it, I was always like, this stupid thing is so strong. So, yeah, Licky has to play. And then Galarian Slowbro, I think, is going to be like, if it's, I know it's like top 3 ranked. I think it's like one that's probably going to be on any team that I want to actually grind with is going to have Slowbro on it, because I think it's a super strong Pokemon in this cup. Anyways, that is it. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, please submit some battles. Link in the description. Looking for about 10 battles, wins and losses. It's all in the form there. Also, yeah, you can submit some Ultra League. Like this cup is on for 2 weeks, so like if you submit some Ultra League, I can maybe someone submitted an Ultra League that I can showcase. Yeah, I think a member earlier in the season submitted an Ultra League. I can maybe do like an Ultra League battle on the weekend or something. If there's like 2 weeks of this, I don't know if I want to do like 14 here and then 14 next week. That seems like overkill. Anyways, that is it. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next one.